Well, good morning.
Hey guys.
I want to welcome everybody in. And we always play jokes. Everybody in the chat always gets on Scott about something. So, what did I do? I decided to jump on that bandwagon. I did. I did. Look, everybody. I've got butter toast earrings.
That's right, baby. That's your Timu special right there.
Exactly.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Uh-oh, my solo button's not working. Wait a minute.
Oh, see, that's what happens when we
Hold
do
on.
bad. God don't like ugly.
I know. This is terrible.
Oh my God.
It's not working.
Oh my God.
You're welcome.
Take us out,
Okay.
Eddie.
Yeah.
Wow. Wait a minute.
Oh my God.
It's not.
Eddie is messing with you.
No,
It's
we
not,
are all of us are in the.
it's not working.
Oh my
You doing
God.
it solo?
See, Scott's doing it then.
No, Scott can't do none of that.
Wait a minute. I gotta refresh. Hang on.
Wait.
I'll be right back.
Wait.
Oh my lord!
I know. We shouldn't have did.
There you go. See, picking on Scott and see what happens. Oh my! Oh my! Oh my! These people are knuckleheads. Ay ay ay! See, picking on you. Boom.
Karma. Yep.
She got-
Right
she
there
got
it
no-
is, folks. Karma.
Yeah, you got no butter than toast anyway. So. What's up, Mac and Rihanna? Cruz Nuts, Marjorie Ambrose, Anthony on the Move, Kathy Mills, good morning, June and Brady, Charlie Wait Up, think about Bamanola Adventures. What's happening? Oh, Rob is also here. And he says that he's sitting on minus 25 degrees Fahrenheit today. So don't be sitting on it. Sit on something warmer. You don't smoke.
Yeah, that's minus 25 Celsius, though.
Yeah, probably.
Oh,
And he put the F there.
we're not
Hey,
used
Rosa.
to down here. You want to call Alexa?
Yeah.
Alexa, what's the weather?
In Galveston,
Cold.
it's 29 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly cloudy skies. Today,
Oh, 29. That's not bad.
with a
29.
high of 52 degrees and a low of
Wait,
29
wait.
degrees.
But I've got butter toast.
I have one word for you guys. Karma.
God, I know,
Karma.
right? That's what I told him. I said, God
Yep.
don't like us to do tricks
Yep.
on people. And I said, God don't like ugly. That was our fault that the machine broke.
Yep.
God said it. But welcome in, everybody. And I love each and every one of you coming in and braving the weather to watch us this morning. I'm still on hazardous duty because I have to come from the back of the house to the front of the house, and I might slip and fall because of the black ice. So I don't know.
Yep. Black ice on the carpet.
Stop it.
Colossians 22:11.
10 degrees.
10 degrees. Man,
Oh,
my Jesus.
It's cold.
12.
12. Oh, well then.
Wow.
That's that East Coast weather.
Mhm.
And we say we're cold.
But the number that I'm paying attention to right here is what I shared out on our social media this morning. And
Oh,
what we're
yeah.
looking at right here is we are down to single digits for our cruise
Right.
on the Prima.
Niner.
That's a number.
Niner.
That's a number for you right there.
Yahoo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, come on.
Well, good morning and welcome in everybody to the morning shenanigans and the show. We are Go Live Together, your morning team. I'm Jeremy. This is Cheryl with the butter toast earrings. Up top, we got Eddie and Scott. Good morning, gentlemen. I hope you are staying warm wherever you are. I knew Scott was messing with buttons.
I did. See, I told you.
Yeah. Okay. Good morning, hashtag Team Replay. Thank you so much for coming
Yes.
in and
Team
checking out the
Replay has
show.
been off the chain.
Oh, y'all been showing out. You really
Yes,
have.
Team Replay. Man, the numbers are just do. Those are the only numbers I can read.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So your eyeballs are not frozen.
No.
That'll work.
Yeah.
That dog will hunt right there. Good morning to everybody who's made it into the chat. I know a lot of you are cold. I hope you are staying warm, especially this one, cruising on the high seas and travel. Good morning.
And travel.
Good morning.
You got to say and travel.
Next up is Yo, Yo, Yo. Good morning, everyone. Eddie Lugo Studios.
Viva la raza!
And I know this one's called Traveling with Tinkerbell has come in.
38.
Yep. Good morning. Happy hump day.
And how's that new baby girl?
Wish you all a great day. Today we are at 38 degrees cold.
Oh, wow.
And cruising on the high seas and travel says,
And
I'm
travel.
sitting at negative 25 degrees Fahrenheit today. Journeys with June and Brady have made it in.
Good morning.
Hi.
And Eddie Lugo Studios has checked in with a
Nuggets.
weather update. Nuggets are frozen.
Frozen.
That's right.
Yes.
And June and Brady says it is 16 degrees at my house.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
And we're complaining.
I know.
I mean, it's currently 10 here, but it did get down to 8.
Yeah. What about the wind chill, though?
Yeah.
I don't know what the wind chill was, but I know that the just this regular temperature did get our absolute bottom low was 8 degrees.
Yep.
Oh,
I would be concerned about the wind chill out here because out
right here
by the water, the wind just keeps blowing and it never stops.
Never
Unless
stops.
it's 108 degrees outside whenever we really need it.
The kids wear gloves and everything.
Cruise Nuts has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning. He's nuts.
Marjorie has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Anthony on the Move has made it in.
Hey,
Hello.
Anthony.
Hi.
Yeah, Cruise Nuts says butter toast earrings. Woohoo.
Yes.
Wait till tomorrow's show. She's got another surprise for everybody.
Yeah.
Yep. Kathy Mills, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Bamanola Adventures have made it in. Good morning.
Oh, he'll be up
Hi.
here next. Everybody's coming to Texas. I wonder why.
Mhm. It's warmer. They're all flying south for the winter.
It's the Jubilee. Stop.
Yep. Marjorie says, Scott is the real electrical boss of this live. I know
Yes,
that's right.
he is. Yes,
Yep.
he is.
He got that Stream Deck has
He's
magical
got
powers.
talents. He got talent.
Yes. Never mess with an IT person.
Right.
Scott Smith, good morning. Driving and listening. Be careful and watch out for that black ice messing
Please.
with us.
Please.
Don't let us get you into a wreck. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures says it is 0 degrees Fahrenheit, feels like -9 and light snow.
Oh, God.
Ocean Travel, good morning.
Good morning, Bruce.
Hope you're staying warm because as I understand it, there's the next winter storm is up there by you guys.
Yes, coming down from him to us.
Yeah, it's coming down.
Yes.
17 degrees in north central Louisiana.
Oh, yeah. You know what, Anthony? You all have been making news in Louisiana. In
Mhm.
fact, what's his name? The guy that I love? Jim Cantori
Mhm.
is in Mississippi. So he's just a state over. And yeah.
Controversial cruising. Good morning, all. Driving and listening.
What's up?
And we even saw that it was cold in Phoenix.
Mm-hmm. Captain Billy J Travels. Good morning.
Yes.
Ahoy.
Welcome.
The captain is here. Oh, snap. CME Traveling has made it in.
Good morning.
What's up?
And we had to, from 6 to the time they got out the house, we had to get the kids warmed up, Oh man.
Mhm.
We
We layered the heck out of those kids.
Yes.
Okay. It was just like, you need an extra shirt. No, you need an extra pair of socks. No, you need some
Yes.
gloves on. You need this, you need that. It was kid juggling this morning. It was
Yes.
fun.
Everybody just needs a garment that
It's battery powered.
plugs in.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Mm.
I don't know. We might have to special order that. We can't find
Yeah.
anything like that over here.
Oh God.
At best, we might have to go to like Bass Pro Shops or something.
But
Or maybe
Hannah-
Academy might have something. I don't
Hannah
know.
and Elijah would like that. Gracie wouldn't want to be that hot, but
Put them suckers in some hunting gear. Those
Yeah.
those waders with the suspenders and stuff. Send them to school in that.
yeah.
We made it up to 14 degrees. That's what CME said.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. They were lower, but now they're coming up. Corbillon? Could be.
Yeah, because that's your dad says that word too, but I don't know what it means.
Oh, it's a type of food. Coubillon. If that's what it is, I don't think it is. But catfish coubillon is one of my favorite things to eat.
No.
Oh, I love it. I love it. But I will do some research on that as soon as I can. John Gaylor, good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, he's frozen too. Look at this.
Oh my God.
Ice, just ice. That's it. No more.
That's sad.
Nothing else. Ice.
Everybody is cold.
Somebody else who might be a little warm this morning, Elizabeth
Look,
has made it into the chat.
I got butter toast earrings.
Yes.
Hey, babe.
It is okay. Bam Manola said it is a blistering 25 degrees here. I know that's right. Oof. That's rough.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay. Well, here's a oh man, my clicker ain't working. Captain Billy J Travels says, I heard ordering from Temu will warm your fingers up.
Thank you. I would try that. Well, I can't because it won't come back in time for us.
Yeah, we're another thing that's frozen around here is online orders because we cruise in 9 days and we don't want to miss a single delivery. So
let's
right,
proceed to our neighbor's house.
oh, it's working again. Yep. Mike and Rana says you get a parka and get your parka. Everyone gets parkas.
Oh yeah, you get a parka.
Every time I watch Mike and Rihanna, like when they're like going somewhere recently in recent vlogs or whatever, you can tell that they got these big heavy coats on in the car, right?
Yeah.
And you can tell that it's just cold.
Oh yeah. And John Gaylor says you need a heater. You need a heater. And you need a heater. That's
Everybody
right.
gets a heater.
Yes. And Bass Pro Shops are pretty cool. I prefer Academy because of the wider selection, and plus I just go there for shoes. So I don't know, the hunting and fishing gear might be good. Yes, that's coubillon, a rich, spicy tomato-based soup or stew made with fish fillets,
right.
onions, and sometimes mixed vegetables. That is catfish coubillon. I love it. I love it. Broken clicker.
I don't like my fish wet.
Jeremy's clicker doesn't work. Yeah, I know. This is terrible. What is happening?
It's the cold weather.
I hope it's not a missing update or something. That's what it feels like. You know, whenever your stuff needs an update, it starts acting up. That's what it feels like. Okay, so we are all caught up in the chat, and it is time for me to show you this thing right here. We got a visitor in town today, and it is the mouse itself.
No ducks.
No ducks.
No ducks.
No ducks allowed.
If you remember the story that Scott told us about last week, they don't want any ducks on the ship.
None.
But Donald.
And that barge always looks like it's on a dangerous lean. Look at that.
Well,
it does.
It's the wind. If the wind hits it the wrong way, it will be a dangerous thing.
Yep. So I looked at where the rest of the ships are today, and let me share this with you. In Galveston, we have the Disney Magic. The Regal Princess and the Harmony of the Seas are both in Costa Maya. The Voyager of the Seas and the Carnival Dream are both at sea. The Jubilee is down in Mahogany Bay, Honduras. And the Breeze is in Cozumel. I do not see our ship anywhere.
It's just, it goes and comes.
It's out there. Yeah, like I said, it has no home port. It has no home. It makes me feel bad sometimes for the Prima.
29.
But not really. And let me show you this tab right here. Look at this. This morning, we are waking up to 29 degrees Fahrenheit with 70% humidity and partly cloudy. If you are sailing away on the Disney Magic this afternoon, you're looking at about a sail away forecast of 46 degrees with 67% humidity and cloudy. So we're not calling.
It's 10 degrees here. 46 degrees. I might actually walk around in a t-shirt.
I know, right?
Yep.
Yep.
I wouldn't normally, but I might in comparison.
Right.
Mm.
Okay, let's see who else. Oh, okay. CruiseNet says, don't mention fish too much. Eddie doesn't like fish.
Mm.
The sun must be shining there, Eddie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at it.
Brightest.
Yeah,
See that?
it's really
Wow.
coming in there at you. I thought all of a sudden Eddie's got key lights.
I know. I was looking at that. I thought Alice was behind the camera just adjusting some lights or something. That's what it looks like.
She's at work. It's I mean, that's that gold-plated thing out there. It is shiny.
Oh wow.
It is bright too. So
What did Pebbles move out of the way? Because it's like it was all of a sudden change here.
I have no idea where Pebbles is at. There goes Pickles.
Hey, Pickles. Good morning.
She sleep. Be quiet.
Yeah.
Now we gotta wake her up.
Pickles.
Mm-hmm.
Pickles. Hey, Mama.
Oh, she ain't having it.
She's not having it.
Nope.
She's not in the mood right now. But she'll be in the mood later. So
John Gaylor says we have made it up to 8 degrees. Our temperature has now doubled. That'll work.
and although it's that bright outside,
12 degrees.
12 degrees.
Yeah.
Yep. And Mike Arana says maybe the Prima is in the Bermuda Triangle.
don't say that.
Yep.
Don't say that. Huh? I'll off the
What?
go there.
Oh, okay. Well, here's a challenge for you. Elizabeth says not a chance he's going out in 46 with just a t-shirt.
Right. Challenge.
I know.
Yep.
And get it and post it.
Mm. I know that's right. Take some pictures. We're counting on you, Beth.
Yes.
Yeah.
You gotta be quick, girl.
These
In and out.
earrings. Look, Beth. Butter toast earrings.
Yep.
I need to
Like
see
I was out yesterday morning blowing snow, right? And it was easy. The temperature was dropping through the day, right? So it got harder. Last night, she and I was texting with you guys, right? And all of a sudden she got up and I was like, where are you going? She's like, I'm going outside to dig the kids out. And I was like, no, not without me, right? So I literally had to drop everything, throw shoes and a coat on and go outside and do it. And I mean, it was like next to impossible. I mean, literally, like you couldn't feel your fingers within 5 minutes. It was terrible, right? But she was out there in just a light jacket, okay? And I had a heated hoodie on and a Columbia sportswear ski jacket on top of that, and I was still frozen.
Yeah.
No.
Somebody knocked on our they rang our doorbell last night. It was
left your
dark
lights
30
on.
sometime. It was like 9 or 9:30. Allegedly, I had left my lights on inside the car. And I don't know how that happened. I mean, I was the only one in the car yesterday, but somehow the light was on. I run outside with a t-shirt, long pants, no shoes. And I wanted to make sure that the car started because I'm like, it's been all day. I went one place yesterday in the morning and here was all day long. The lights had been on in the car. I don't know how. I really don't know. Maybe
it was crazy. Like it was, I think it was like 19 degrees then, right? Because it got colder through the day. So it was like 19 degrees. And I came in and I told my son, I was like, by the way, we dug your cars out and stuff and, pushed all the snow off of your cars. And just about that time, my son said to me, look at the neighbor kid. He was running down, I looked out the window. The neighbor kid was running down his driveway in slides, a t-shirt and shorts.
Oh no.
Yep.
No.
And I was just like, and I was just like, I can't. I just can't.
I came back in and my teeth were chattering. So I had to stand in front of the heater to get back warm. The Z Show Cruise Fund says, good morning, content creators. We are still freezing up here. Hopefully we'll get up to above freezing. Right now, right around noon in the great state of
Texas.
That's right,
my
baby.
Lord.
Dark 30.
The mustard drill put a gree on us Southerners with this cold weather. That's like I think it's like a hex. It's some voodoo stuff. Yep.
Who said that? Bama.
Yeah, Bama.
Bama.
I don't think I will know about that. And they just go. Oh, y'all.
And yes, dark 30 is a term that we use here in the South. That means that it's past dark, and we need to be inside somewhere instead
Dark
of
30.
outside being crazy.
Yeah.
Elizabeth says, okay, I was very cold with my hands were frozen, and I did not complain about the heat when we came back in.
No, she didn't.
See,
In fact, I even turned the heat down for her after a while, right? And she
Nice.
looked over at me, and I was like, and I just winked at her.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is, you put a lot of coat to go outside and work on ice or remove all of the snow, you're gonna get so warmed up that you're gonna start taking stuff off. So I'd rather go light outside if I was to do something like that. And then by the time you're done, you go right back in.
Yep. And our shipmate has made it in this morning. Cruise Adventures. Good morning.
Yo.
And Anthony on the move said he's going to try some food here. We gotta go search out this place. I'm going to try Bonchon Asian Fusion in Webster, Texas, Friday of next week.
okay.
Yep.
That's where Carolyn is, our cousin.
Up in Webster. Let's see. We are all caught up in the chat, which means that it is now time for Jeremy, and there are some today, to go bananas.
Bananas.
Okay. Yes. Welcome to Jeremy Goes Bananas, the portion of the show where I read to you what happened on this day in history. And we are here on a Wednesday, January 17th. And on this day in history in 1706, American author, inventor, and diplomat Benjamin Franklin, who as one of the foremost founding fathers helped draft the Declaration of Independence, was born. In 1734, Augustus III was crowned King of Poland. In 1820, English poet and novelist Anne Bronte, sister of Charlotte and Emily Bronte, was born. You good?
Yeah.
Okay. In 1899, American gangster Al Capone was born in Brooklyn, New York.
Yo.
And surprisingly enough, it is the anniversary of the repeal of the what was that? Prohibition.
Yep.
So his birthday and the anniversary of the repeal of Prohibition, probably largely because of him and his gang, it falls on the same day. So I thought that was interesting. In 1917, the United States purchased 3 of the Virgin Islands, St. Thomas, St. John, and St. Croix, from Denmark for $25 million.
Oh, it's not Croix?
No, Croix.
Correct.
In 1922, American actress Betty White, who was best known for her comedic work on numerous television shows, was born. In 1929, the cartoon character Popeye, a sailor known for his love of spinach, made his debut appearing in the newspaper comic strip Thimble Theater.
I didn't know he appeared in the comic strip.
In 1931, American actor James Earl Jones, whose deep resonant voice lent an air of gravitas to many roles, was born in Arkabutla, Mississippi. Arkabutla.
I never heard of that.
I don't know. Sound like they couldn't make up their mind.
Right.
In 1942, American professional boxer Muhammad Ali was born in Louisville, Kentucky.
Sting like a bee.
Yep. In 1943, British Prime Minister Winston Churchill and U.S. President Franklin D. Roosevelt met at Casablanca, Morocco. In 1961, in his farewell address, U.S. President Dwight D. Eisenhower warned that the United States must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence by the military-industrial complex. He felt that if left unchecked, it would undermine American democracy. In 1977, American murderer Gary Gilmore was executed in Utah, ending a de facto nationwide moratorium on capital punishment that had lasted nearly 10 years.
And Star Wars was born.
And so was Jeremy. In 1991, Harold V became King of Norway following the death of his father, Olaf V. Now, I thought that this was rather interesting. How are you going to become the fifth if your dad is the fifth with a different name?
I don't know.
I don't get that.
Maybe family, you know.
Yeah, finally.
Well, like me, my family, we are a bunch of my first name. A bunch of us have the first name. So
Oh, we were talking about the same thing.
Right.
In our family.
In 1995, a large-scale earthquake struck the Osaka, Kobe, Hanshin metropolitan area, killing an estimated 6,400 people and causing major damage.
ouch.
In 2008, American-born chess player Bobby Fischer, who became the youngest grandmaster in history when he received the title in 1958, died at the age of 64 in Reykjavik, Iceland. And that will do it. And that will do it for On This Day in History.
Okay, you get for the Iceland pronunciation, you get
Bananas.
That's right, baby.
Bananas.
We got to keep these bananas going strong. Oh, snap. I hope you feel better, Cruise Vet. Ooh. We will try to keep it down. In the meantime, turn it down, take you some Tylenol or something.
Or BC powder.
Or BC powder, yeah.
that stuff works.
Yeah.
I don't know. My kids take it when they have a hangover.
It's broke up aspirin. It works quicker. Cruising with Keith has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning, Keith.
What's up?
Here we go. Captain Billy J. Travel says, my dad used to drink a fifth. Yep. Okay. John Gaylor says, maybe they are grade school dropouts and can't count.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a whole lot of fifths going on.
Yeah.
I don't know. But speaking of fifths and things like that, I believe it is time now for Scott to bring us the cruise and travel industry news.
Good morning, Cruise News with Scott. Bananas.
And butter toast earrings.
Yes.
Carnival Cruise Lines clarifies crew language policy.
What?
So it is a policy with most cruise lines serving the North American market that English must be spoken in all passenger areas, including bars, lounge, dining venues, gangways, and even corridors and staterooms.
Oh, wow.
This is true for Carnival Cruise Lines and many other major cruise lines, and it is meant to facilitate communication as well as guest comfort. A guest recently on board the new Carnival Jubilee, however, observed different languages spoken between crew members and reached out to Carnival Cruise Lines brand ambassador John Heald about the policy.
What a Karen.
I can't count the number of times I heard crew speaking to each other in their native tongues. This includes some supervisory personnel as well. Carnival needs to work on this. I guess identified only as P.
Yeah.
The crew can make fun of you right in front of your face, and we would not know.
So?
Yeah.
While the guest does not clarify what was said, presumably it was in a language that they did not understand, and Heald did respond to the concerns. Heald said, this really should not, I hope, be a problem. The crew know they are expected to speak English in all guest areas, but of course, when busy or when asking help from another crew member, it sometimes is automatic to ask in your own language.
Right.
They are, I promise, not talking about you. P. Should we say K?
Yeah.
Yeah, Karen.
KP.
Heald also points out that most of the crew members on board Carnival ships, English is not their first language. In fact, many crew members speak multiple languages, and while fluency does vary, all crew members do speak and understand basic English.
That's right.
On board every cruise ship, are anywhere from 900 to 1,750 international crew members, depending on the size of the ship and the facilities, with crew complements often composing of team members from dozens of different countries. This means that many may speak different languages on board in different areas. While the policy may be for English to be spoken in passenger areas, some crew members might have difficulty fully expressing themselves in English, especially if they are relatively new to cruise ship service.
Right.
In certain instances, it may just be more efficient for them to speak in their native languages.
Yes.
This could be the case when asking a supervisor for clarification on duties, or when explaining a difficult situation or incident that needs immediate attention. Instead of struggling to find the words in English, speaking in a native language could be more quickly and smoothly resolving the situation. It might also be necessary for crew members to communicate in their native language in an emergency, when the time can be critical to ensure proper response to a dangerous situation, arrange immediate medical attention, or coordinate an effective emergency response. Carnival Cruise Lines has been recognized multiple times over multiple years as an excellent employer, having received awards as a top global employer and one of the best places to work, a responsive company, an equitable employer for LGBTQ community, a female-friendly company, and more. These accolades are largely thanks to the cruise line's incredible diversity, which brings together individuals from many countries and cultures to work together to provide excellent cruise vacations worldwide. So, there's always got to be at least one. Unfortunately, there's always more than one.
That's right. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
moving on. Carnival-owned cruise line increases gratuities for guests. So effective from Wednesday, February 14th, 2024, guests sailing with Holland America Line will have higher crew appreciation. That's the new term, folks. It's no longer a gratuity. It's now called crew appreciation. Service charge, no matter what type of cabin they are staying in. Updates to the cruise line's website, as well as notices sent to travel agents, have confirmed the change, as well as the new gratuity amounts. Crew appreciation is a daily adjustable amount added to your onboard account and pooled in order to recognize the many team members throughout our fleet who contribute to the guest experience. As of January 15th, 2024, the daily crew appreciation charge is $17 per person per day for non-suite staterooms and $19 per person per day for suites. It must be noted that the date and rates will actually increase from February 14th. Sailings booked prior to January 15th will remain at the current lower gratuity rate. Previously, the rate was $16 for non-suite staterooms and $17.50 for suites, a rate that has been in effect from February 1st, 2023. The new increase is 6% for non-suites and 8% for suites from the most recent rate. When compared to gratuity rates from January 2023, however, the difference is even more extreme. Non-suite gratuities were $15.50 and suites were $17 at that time, making an increase in just over 1 year, with two separate gratuity adjustments, 9% and 11% for non-suites and suites respectively. Holland America Line does note that the charges are subject to change without notice. And as standard with any pricing structure, it should also be noted that these rates are per passenger per day. At this time, 18% service charge added to beverage packages, specialty restaurants, and spa and salon services remains unchanged. And this, kind of segues into the industry standard, which is when one does it, they typically all do it at some point. So it says here, when one cruise line institutes a gratuity increase, other lines often follow suit, especially when they're in the same family. As Holland America is owned by Carnival Corporation, it is possible that the similar rate increases may be forthcoming to Carnival, Princess, Costa, and the other lines owned by Carnival. At the moment, the service gratuities on other lines are as follows. Carnival is 16 for standard and 18 for suites. Princess 16 and 17 for mini suites and 18 for full suites. Royal Caribbean 18 for non-suites and $20.50 for suites. Celebrity is 18 for standard rooms, $18.50 for concierge, and $23 for the retreat. Norwegian is $20 for standard staterooms, $25 for suites and the Haven. And Disney is $14.50 for standard rooms and $15.50 for concierge staterooms and suites. This puts Holland America line increase well above the gratuity rates for other Carnival-owned lines, but still below the rates posted for other cruise lines. So.
And that's the way the news goes.
Wow.
Yep. Hey, we can get the party started. House of X Entertainment Inc. has made it in. Yep.
That's a lot of money, and we were looking at Holland America. We even got a person that saw when I checked in. They sent me an email just yesterday. I don't know.
You're talking about when the internet bricked?
Yeah.
Yep. That's what happened. Shopping. Sharon Rowland has made it in. Hello. Good morning. And let's get a med check in from Eddie Lugo Studios. You got your meds? All right. That'll work. Okay.
Yeah.
And let's see. Scott has a question for everybody today. Does it bother you if the crew use their language?
Yeah, of course, inspired from one of today's news stories. And, I have often witnessed crew members speaking in, something that was clear. I don't always know what it is, but it doesn't matter to me. It's kind of like white noise to me. I mean, when they speak to me, they're going to speak in English. Although I have spoken to some crew members sometimes that may not, fully understand or appreciate what it is that I'm saying in English to them. I've never had an issue where I felt like I needed to speak to somebody else who might better understand English and therefore understand what it is that I'm trying to say. We live in a world of diversity, and I think the biggest language I hear on a daily basis, whether I'm on a cruise ship or not, is Spanish.
Right.
I have struggled my entire life to learn more than a handful of words in Spanish, and I just don't think my brain is wired correctly for it. But in any event, it doesn't bother me at all, not in the least. And I think the last thing that would ever be on my mind is, I wonder if they're talking about me. You know what I mean? And it just doesn't bother me. So I don't care if they do, as long as when I need to communicate with them that I can, and I have never had an issue with it and don't anticipate it.
Right. Eddie?
As a fluent person myself, it does not bother me whatsoever. I'm going to tell you one thing. If you're going in and complain about something like that, there's a problem with you, right?
Yeah.
You're a selfish, idiotic person if you're going to complain about something like that. Let the person be. They're not there they don't work for you. If they need to communicate their way, they're going to do it. They might feel like Scott explained. Maybe the language is not that strong. Maybe they feel better speaking their own language. Me, myself, I speak in Spanish to other people, and Alice sometimes looks at me like, what are you saying? Don't worry what I'm saying. I'm not talking about you. You know, don't be in that fear of, oh, they're talking about me. So what? You know, maybe they complain. They say, no, what a nice shirt you have on. Maybe you're a pig and leave stuff all over the place. They're saying to each other, you know, watch out for this person. You never know. Just mind your own business, you know, do your own thing.
That's right.
And don't worry about what anybody else is doing, you know. If they speak another language, learn some of it. Be appreciative of what you're doing.
Exactly.
I know a few words in Filipino. I'm able to communicate with some of the employees on the ship. They smile even more. They help you even more when you mention something in their language, you know?
Yep.
Maybe in Hindu, maybe in Korean also. You know, get involved. Don't be in that mindset you have to speak English only. No, man. Get out of here.
Yep.
That's right.
Now, here's where a double standard comes into play, and I hear a lot of this, you know, whenever it comes to the immigration and things like we have here in the United States. Well, they need to learn the language first. Well, put the shoe on the other foot. You are going into their territory. Okay. Bottom line is, at least they took the time to learn our language. If that's the only caveat that you as an American have, at least they did their job. Now, if you're going into their territory, I think you should take the time to learn their language if you're worried about them talking about you. And if they're talking about you, hey, so be it. But if the job is being done more efficiently because of them speaking to each other in their own native tongue, I say let them have it. You know? Yeah,
and
definitely.
Then for me, some years back, me and one of my girlfriends from church went on a cruise, and she wanted to go to guest services. It was her first cruise, Tasha. And we went to guest services. Well, you know how they have their name and the country they're from. Well, this guy was waiting on us at guest services, and being the person that I am, I said, can you say something to me in French? And he did. And I said, oh, can you say it to me again? Because it sounded so good. And what he had said was, I'll never forget, you are so beautiful. And I said, oh, I love it. So I had him say that twice. I did.
Diva of the seas.
Whatever.
All right.
So no, it doesn't bother me. In fact, I love to hear their dialect and their language.
And we got some all of that and a bag of chips.
Le magnifique.
Le magnifique. Oui.
See, I know why Alice married him now.
I know, right? The Z-Show Cruise Fund has answered Scott's question. Yes, with just a simple yes. It bothers him that they speak their own language. Captain Billy J says, I heard just about
where I come from.
Every language on the MSC Seashore, not just from the crew, but from passengers: Italian, Russian, German, Slavic, Indian, English, and Pig Latin.
I can do Pig Latin.
Yeah. So, I mean, you're going to hear a lot of that. And yep.
22 degrees.
Oh, okay. Sharon Rowland says it is 22 degrees, -6 degrees Celsius here in South Georgia this morning.
I don't know where, because it's still, you know, lower over here, and I'm about an hour and a half from her. So,
Mayhem and Miracles has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Carmlin for the win. Carmen has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm laughing about Cappy's comment there.
Yeah, right here. My captain appreciation rate has increased as well.
Oh, he has something else lower.
Yeah, he said something else too, and I enjoyed that too. Thank you very much, Captain.
Okay, hang on. We got a cruise countdown. Bamanola is checking in with 23 days until my first cruise on the Carnival Jubilee, and I know you're going to have a blast on that ship.
Everybody that's getting off is saying they had
good choice for your first cruise. I'm letting you know, man. I am so jelly.
Yeah,
I really am.
On the Carnival line, it's only downhill from there.
Oh yeah. Well,
right. Right.
That hurt.
It is. Hey, I mean, if you get below that, you're going to feel like you're lacking. John Gaylor says the worst one I've seen is the ship's captain. I never understand what language they're speaking. It's
You know, I can relate to that to a degree. Some captains are a little difficult to understand, you know,
when
but
they come on the mic.
you know,
Mhm.
what are you gonna do?
Yeah, no, Captain Billy J says he's got some sign language for this show. It's a big old like button. And yeah,
I got some other kind of sign language for you, Captain.
Yes, no, it's this one. You know, you gotta.
That one for you, yeah, but the one
hit
I
the
have,
like
I can show it here. So
Mike and Rihanna says, not sure why people would be concerned about someone else's language. That to me is idiotic and definitely a Karen if you are concerned about it.
Yes,
I know.
yes, Mike.
So
yes.
what? If they're looking at you in your face and talking their language, then
they are definitely talking about you. So
right,
live it out, suck it up, keep walking.
Yes.
And Cruise Vet says, doesn't bother me as long as it doesn't keep me from enjoying my cruise.
And it's not going to keep you from enjoying your cruise.
Yep.
That's right.
As a reminder, Rob from Cruise Brothers has made it in. Good morning. And yeah, once cruising on the high season travel makes 1K, he will be on the live stream. So we'll be sure to catch that. Yep. And let's see. Bama says, Cheryl, who did you say that was going to be on the Jubilee on February 10th? I think that was Bruce and them, wasn't it?
No, Bruce and them are going with, you know,
I don't remember
Have
who.
Luggage Will Travel.
But yeah, somebody is going on February 10th. I don't remember.
I don't know. But it's
just look for somebody walking around admiring themselves in a camera lens.
Yep.
I'm not going to be on there.
Captain Billy J says, I'll say something in French. French butter toast and French fries. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, Anthony on the Move says, them speaking to each other or signing to themselves in their native language doesn't bother me at all. Yeah, it shouldn't bother you. I mean, come on, people.
Yeah, that's something petty.
Yep, it is.
Yeah.
That's something Karen.
Yeah, that's a Karen thing.
Yes, absolutely. Just something to complain about just because.
11 days to the Viva.
11 days, yeah, the Viva. And we got single digits till the Prima.
I can't believe it.
Yes, sir.
I am really having an affair with Norwegian because I have not ever cruised another cruise line. I breathe in and breathe out.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that clarification. Bam Manola said, this will be on my first cruise on the Carnival Jubilee, but on my first cruise on Carnival, I am platinum.
Well,
you just pull your leg. That's
you get free laundry like us.
I know, right? Facebook user came in. First of all, thank you for joining the show. And it says, if the crew is talking about you, you must be acting a fool. LOL. But they are not.
They're not.
Right.
And then they're having a conversation between themselves because, you know, we've passed by a cabin and they're in there talking.
And they're working.
And their long language and they're working.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what they say.
And of course, they're gonna look at you when they're talking in the language because you're looking like an idiot looking at them.
Exactly.
Yep. You know, so they're like,
that was really mean of her to even bring up.
Ocean Travel. We are getting on the Jubilee July 24th for the
I think
Family Reunion Group Cruise 2.0.
I told you, have Luggage Will Travel.
Yeah.
See, I keep up, Bruce. I keep up. I don't write on y'all's chat because I'm looking at you on TV. And, you know, I keep up with Have Luggage Will Travel because they tell us how many people are coming.
On the group cruise. Yeah,
Yes.
I know you guys are going to have a blast. Journeys with June and Brady says, they don't bother me. I love to hear the different languages.
Me too. Me too. And if it sounds so good that it makes me just want to, tell me again.
And if you really want to know, if you really, really want to know what people are saying, you could always do this.
Bamanola, you're right.
Pull up Google Translate and just hold your phone up. If you really want to be obtuse about the whole thing, go ahead and do that. Find out what they're speaking.
And listen.
Simple.
Yeah.
Yep. Hit that microphone and you know, just check and see what they're saying.
If you go back to my days before him, you'll see that when I went to guest services, because I videotaped it and didn't know I was a vlogger at that time, I said, can you please say it again?
Mm-hmm.
Say it again. And it sounded so good. So, you know, it's the languages for me.
All right. Well, speaking of languages, I know that Eddie's been trying to speak Pig Latin or Cajun Creole or something like that whenever it comes to this booze cruise of his, whatever that may be. There's something happened on this ship right here with this little door decoration thing going on right here, and just it's a big old mess. So tell us what's going on with all of that.
October 28, 2024, we'll be leaving out of Tampa on that ship, the Carnival Paradise, going on down to Key West, Montego Bay, and Grand Cayman. Yes, leaving on that Monday, October 28th. Please get in touch with Bruce at Ocean to Ocean Travel to get your cabin going, put your deposit down, or pay up the cruise by July. And then let's come over and have a great time. We're going to be a bunch of creators on this group, on this group going on this cruise. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have some activities going. There's already a design of a shirt on the Facebook group, the 2.0 The Secret Cruise, already set up in the feature area. Mike and Rihanna and me, Bruce, Alice, we're managing that group cruise. So go check it out. Some activities, some hotels already put up for information with prices. Also, me and Alice will be down there on Saturday to be ahead of everybody. So hopefully we'll be a few of the first to get there early, so we can start bringing everybody on, and hopefully we'll get together Sunday night to do a group meetup at the one of the hotels that everybody's at near the port, hopefully. And we'll have some activities during the cruise. Oh, remember, it's a Halloween group cruise, so do bring your costume available. There will be a carnival contest also on the Lido, one on Halloween night. Also, it's going to be Jeremy's birthday, so please bring a gift if you can for him, and also shot glass. So because we're going to do a exchange of shot glasses by giving them away. So I mean, there's gonna few things going on. So get in touch with Bruce as soon as possible. Ocean to Ocean Travel to get your cabin going, and listen to this video.
Booze Cruise 2024. Hosted by Eddie Lugo Studios, out of Tampa, Florida. Port of calls, Key West, Florida. Grand Cayman Island. Montego Bay, Jamaica. Aboard the Carnival Paradise. Join us for this great cruise, October 28th to November 3rd, 2024. Contact Bruce at ocean2oceantravel.com.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man, I was already there.
Yeah.
That music puts me in that mood. You know what I mean? I just want to lean back and be there.
You'll be here before you know it.
I know,
you
right?
better believe it.
Yep. But I got my fresh shipment of sunglasses in last night. We had a Temu order that was being worried over for 2 days.
Yes.
It was delayed in Indiana, I think it was.
Addison, Indiana.
Addison, Indiana.
Where there's a lot of snow, they say.
And the trucks were just grounded.
They were supposed to, for me, they were supposed to do like this to get to me.
Put snow plows on the rigs?
I don't care how they got, but I
got a package yesterday. I got a bunch of shirts, and I also am getting another one today with some extra stuff for the cruise.
Yep. Ocean says, it doesn't bother me at all. I admire people that learn more than one language. Some other languages sound so much cooler than English.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes. For real.
Absolutely. Especially French and Spanish.
I know.
I love it. Captain says, I'm trying to steal your drip, Scott. Baby,
There could be some copyright issues.
I know.
involved.
Baby does it on a daily basis. I don't even want to hear that.
Yeah.
She does that. Hey, Fats and Tree made it in. Good morning,
Hey,
guys.
good morning.
Yo.
Wednesday. Is it Wednesday?
It's hump day. And
That's
you
right.
know this.
Thanks for being in here. Appreciate it.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, and it is Mike and Rihanna's first cruise, so it's gonna be an enjoyable
It's gonna be fun.
experience. Yeah,
It is. It's gonna be so much fun.
Yep.
that's right.
They'll never stop cruising.
Mm-hmm.
Once they get their feet wet on this first one, it's a wrap.
I think they're going to move across country to Eastern Canada so they can be closer to ships.
Yes.
I was just gonna say that. Yep.
I see that happening.
Yeah, they're gonna want it. They're gonna want it.
Because it's definitely an
He's
experience you'll never
hooked.
forget.
After his first one, he got hooked.
Yep.
When we're going back, my grandson, my granddaughter's husband, he wants to know
When's the next one?
When's the next one?
Listen, my first cruise was on the Sovereign of the Seas, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was in October, about mid-October. So, like 18 days later, I was back on the Sovereign with my mom and my sister.
See?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I came home and I was like, Ma, you gotta go.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go. So I booked everything for everybody and we jumped on a plane and flew. So
See, that's what I'm saying.
Hooked.
Cruising is the best. Y'all just don't know.
It is.
If you haven't been, get in contact with a travel agent. There's so many in the chat, and it's 2 up here. Y'all need to get on it. It's worth it.
You mean 3?
3.
For now, it's 2. We're still waiting on this ghost email that is supposed to arrive.
Well, they're probably stuck. You know,
I don't know. The holiday may have had something to do with it, but we're eagerly anticipating for Baby to get her Cruise Brothers number. That way she can go ahead and start booking people.
No, I'm
There you go.
gonna book me and a kid. Yahoo! Well, see, I like that. I'd be really. And we're going to see Donna Summers. I'm not a fan of Donna Summers, but Alex explained to me that it's more of a documentary.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know that much about her. One song that she did was the only one I like. I don't know what it was. I can't even think of the name of the song.
Yep.
But we're going, and Cruise Vet is good. They're going on a different night than we are the same night. It's just a different time.
Later time.
Yeah, we can't. We couldn't.
Oh, that's a show. That's a show on the Prima.
Yeah.
Yes, the Donna Summers show, and it's supposed to be like a documentary, and I'm gonna learn something. Maybe I'll say, "Oh man, I like her."
Perhaps.
But it's not something. But I wish they had Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. Okay, I'm ready. I'll be quiet.
Good.
Yeah, I'm good. When I say Shaka Khan, you can't just say it once.
Right.
You have to say.
Right.
Yep.
So that dog will hunt right there.
I'll be quiet. I'll be quiet. Go on with the show, guys.
Hey, Michael Ann Spoiled Mama came in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
She wants me to sing.
I know.
You never know. Maybe Mike and Rihanna might end up moving down to Texas.
Oh, they better
Oh,
because
Wait a minute.
Don't look now.
hey, we got
A super chat.
from you
And you.
and you.
Thank you.
And you.
I just get excited.
I
I'm
know.
so easy to get excited. But I'm so excited now because the kids
Went back to
out
school.
today.
Yeah, they went back to school today. We are warming up enough for them to do so.
21 was good for them to go back to school.
Ouch.
We put so many clothes on the kids this morning. We started dressing them early. And you got to go to school. You got to go to school.
Yep.
You got to go to school.
This is happening.
The
Here in Georgia, schools are closed today.
In Georgia?
Not in New York City.
Oh.
New York City is working all day.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
going.
Up here. I mean,
Trains and all that stuff.
it would take a pretty. I mean, there were a couple of delays, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
But it would take a pretty significant situation to close things down around here.
Right.
Nope.
Yep.
Texas don't do that down here. It's got to be in Galveston, it's the water.
Yeah.
In Dallas, they're closed down. But down here, it's water.
We get rain days instead of snow days.
We get rain days. And that's why the kids are back in school.
Oh, nice. Cruise Vet says, my headache is starting to go away. Probably thinking about the Prima. Yep.
I know. Yep. And guess what, Mike? I don't know who's going to win. But not to hurt your feelings, Jeremy has been sitting in the house in a chair, like that. So I don't know who's gonna win. He's been play driving.
Dream all you want.
Play driving.
Yeah, there's a lot of dreaming. Keep going.
He even told Hannah last night, Hannah, I'm gonna win.
It's me and you, Hannah.
Yep. They're gonna win last place.
Probably.
Captain
Billy J says schools closed here in Pensacola, Florida, due to the cold.
Okay. See that?
Hannah's gonna say, Daddy, you're driving too fast. Slow down. That's right. I'm gonna go by and
yeah.
Mario is gonna come through to smack all of us out the way.
Right.
Journeys with June and Brady says, in my school days, we never get out for the cold or the rain. Now they close just for the chance.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that they get extra days off for any and everything?
Yeah.
Well, like in Pennsylvania, the Board of Education, the state Board of Education actually builds snow days into the school schedule. You know, not very many, but a few, you know, in anticipation of a larger event that they do need to close.
Right. John Gaylor says our schools are open, but after school programs are canceled.
Yeah, same thing here because of the cold weather. That's just what they're doing.
And here's another one of our shipmates for 2.0. James Cantonese has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yep.
Can't wait to meet you.
And here, Michael Ann Spoiled Mama says, LOL, they don't close the schools in Canada due to the cold.
What?
No, they probably don't. If they can make it,
oh my God.
Yeah, if they could dig out or whatever, they probably doing it. Here's Mike and Rihanna. We had no buses running here a few days ago, and businesses were closing because of frozen pipes.
Oh.
Yep.
It must be rough living in Canada.
Okay, now we got some money going here. We got money on the table. Money on the table. We got Cruising on the High Season Travel says my money is on Jeremy and double for Eddie to come in dead last.
Oh yeah, because Scott and Mike are smaller than
they're
you guys.
lighter. Yeah, the lighter person's going to win the race.
Yeah,
that's just basic. What is it? Physics, Scott? Is it physics?
Sure.
Or
would you say sure?
I'm not sure what area of science this is in, but the lighter person will probably go faster.
I mean, you know,
I
mean, if it's NASCAR, right? You know, let's say it's based on the principle of NASCAR, right? Every car designed and made to be exactly the same,
right?
To offer no additional advantage other than the skill of the driver, in which there is absolutely no dispute.
He doesn't drive fast though.
All you need to do to find out who the most skilled driver is watch Eddie drive his wife.
Oh yeah. Flash Gordon.
James Canton, he says it is only 6 degrees here with a negative 15-degree wind chill. Oh my God.
That hurts my bone.
Yeah, it does.
That does.
Captain Billy J says, I'll take you all out with the red and purple turtle shell. Thank you. Rambling with the Brums has made it in. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Throw banana peels.
Oh, wait a minute. Y'all, you don't need banana peels with this happening right here. 3 feet of snow, and the schools are open.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Their kids are gonna say, Mom. They're gonna tell their kids, I walked to school in 3 feet
of snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like our parents used to say. We walked to school. And, yeah, right.
John Gaylor says the last couple of years our snow days were used for flooding.
Oh,
yep. And Mike Arana says we do get flooding here during the spring.
Really?
Yeah. All that stuff melting. And I know it's bad up there.
I need to clean them water pipes down, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Ours have been running since what, Sunday?
Yeah, because we've been in a freeze.
Hard freeze warning ever since then. And they're still running today. Uphill both ways.
Right.
Yep.
Ouch.
Barefooted.
Yeah. These are the stories that our parents told us.
I did go outside barefoot last night to check them lights because, hey, once that battery's dead, it's gone. And
Jeremy, don't do that again. If you get sick, you get in the ship sick next week, I'm gonna kick your, you know what?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, Michael Anspoiled Mama says, all my years of school, they closed once in elementary school and once in high school due to snow.
Oh,
wow.
Dang.
And that's Canada.
That's Canada.
Hey, man, that's rough.
And Eddie said they don't close in New York. I can't believe that. I mean,
New York City is open.
In Pennsylvania either.
Well, see, so here's at least like it depends, right? So Pennsylvania is mostly mountains and rural, you know, with only a few city centers, you know, obviously Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, and then like here in the central capital region. Otherwise, like in my school district, when I went, because I live in the same town I've always lived in, so I went to the same school as my kids did, and in fact, my kids even had some of the same teachers I had, right? It's crazy. So I mean, those teachers were getting ready to retire when my kids had them. But anyway, so they we used, I mean, the town I live in has been expanding, right? So as it's expanded and more kids had to be bused to the school, they started closing more often because, you know, safety reasons of the bus being on the road. So less, we closed way less because most of us walked to school when I was going to school. So yeah, they closed more. And there were even a couple of times where they used up all the snow days and they had to tag those extra closing days onto the end of the school year, which my kids were about ready to melt down when they found out they were going to have to go to school a couple of days longer in the summer. But it doesn't happen often. So
cool. Captain Billy J. Travel says Jeremy needs to have Cheryl order some pink bunny slippers off of Temu after the cruise so he doesn't go barefoot again.
That is true. And he had some New York slippers that he bought when we were in New York. But
they lost all of their grip. All of the grip is gone. This is the first time we went to New York in 2021.
Yeah.
I've had the same pair of slides, and I generally wear those around town. So that's what I'm used to wearing outside is just slides everywhere.
But when that lady said your light's been on,
yeah, I had to go. I had to go because I know that if my battery died, it wasn't going to be good
a new battery
at all. But it didn't. Car started right up. I'm good. John Gaylor says our district, the school board offices are on a hill. If they can get to the office, school will be open.
You know, and that is something they used to do in Dallas. The superintendent or whomever would go out and see if he could get out, then there would be school.
Right.
And that was the craziest thing ever.
Mike Randa says, we have a major river that runs through the city and all the snowpack from the mountains goes into the rivers and head our way. Our last major flood was 2021 when they almost closed the bridges.
Oh, wow.
Well, that'll work.
Imagine.
Some engineering needed.
Yeah.
I can.
Infrastructure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Here we go. But that is the flooding issue. Also, the river is at the bottom of the hill.
Oh.
Yep. Crazy.
We're right by the water.
Yeah.
So when a hurricane comes, we got to go.
It only goes up during high tide. And then, if a category 3 or higher comes, we are under a mandatory evacuation and we are gone.
Yeah.
Are you guys on a one-level building?
We're on the first level of a three-story apartment.
Okay.
Yeah.
We used to live on a 6th level in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
That was our last place. Before that was a 4th level.
Where I live on top of, where I live is called Mount Allen, right? So obviously it's not a mountain, it's a mount, right? So in Pennsylvania we have mountains and then we have mounts, which are, smaller kind of elevations, right? So I live literally so on the top of Mount Allen is a plateau. So living on top of Mount Allen, we don't worry about flooding very much around here, but our in our capital city, the Susquehanna River runs right through our capital city, and it's the main contributory to the Chesapeake Bay.
Okay.
So when it runs through, they have some flooding. Back in the 70s, it flooded the whole city, including the governor's mansion and everything else, right? So you can see a lot of old footage of that. It was devastating. And in the time after that, they built up the walls along the city, the river. So although it gets close to flood stage and things like that, it no longer floods the city because they invested in anti-flood, infrastructure. So
is that a tourist attraction where you are, Scott?
Well, I mean, so where I live here in the capital region, I mean, we have Hershey, which is 20 minutes away, which is huge tourist. I mean, massive. It's almost, I think it's our equivalent to Orlando, right? I mean, we just get so many people in Hershey, for the park and everything else, Chocolate World and stuff like that. And then we have Gettysburg, which is also 20 minutes the other way, right? Which is a huge tourism, draw and stuff like that too. So there is a lot of people. And then Lancaster, which is Pennsylvania Dutch country, also draws a ton of tourism, sometimes maybe even more than some of the other places, depending on what's going on down there. And that is 40 minutes east. So we definitely live with lots and lots of tourism around here. So
Cruising on the High Season Travel has a question. I need to clarify. Are we running a clean or dirty race? Just asking.
Well, let me tell you, Alice has an advantage. She has done the laser pointer thing at Eddie. I don't know how to use it. There is one thing on the YouTube that HARR Travel tells you how to point
and you
the
got
gun,
that little bitty eye in the dead center of the back of the
and Alice has a disadvantage. Has an advantage over me because I might have had one drink or two.
Listen, I'm gonna answer Rob's question with one shot.
Okay, wait.
once I do this,
yeah, forget about it, right?
It'll be done.
Baby, I'm for you, but I might, if I hit the button, because I don't know, you might fly off in the air.
Well, I don't know if the double carts have them.
Oh, I don't know.
No. Cruise Nut says, so Willy Wonka must live there too, correct?
Oh, I don't know. I've never been to Hershey's, but I'm thinking.
No Willy Wonka there. It's a different chocolate.
Oh, okay. James says, I am from PA too.
Oh, okay.
That'll work. Okay, so we are taking Eddie out. I don't know that to be entirely true.
I don't know. He's got experience.
I know.
Scott and Cruz did, and and Jeremy don't have no experience.
No.
And then you got me trying to hold 3 of those pointer things, trying to boost them up.
No,
and
just
it's not going to work.
Just hold the camera. That way we at least got some footage of it.
Okay.
That's what we need. We need some footage.
It's
and I need
so
one
funny.
of y'all at the starting line and one of y'all at mid-track. That's where we need the cameras at. So we're counting on you guys.
I don't know how to set up it on the pre-map, so I know it's 3 tiers. So it's going to be an interesting
yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I think on the newer ships it's 3 tiers, right? On the older one, like the Joy and stuff like that, it's only 2.
Yeah,
right.
The one I did before, it was only 2.
Yeah.
He's got more experience.
John Gaylor, when I came down to PA, I stayed in Paxtonia.
Yeah, Paxtonia. It's it's just, Harrisburg has a ton of suburbs that are separated by the river, right? The Susquehanna River. So we always call them the east and the west, right? So I live in the western suburbs. Paxtonia is an eastern suburb.
We live on the west side of the beach. Yeah, we live on the west.
We're on the
side.
west side of the island.
Yeah, west side of the island.
Yeah.
I almost live on Estonia. So near where the Crayola factory is at.
Really?
Nice.
Jersey, across the river from Jersey.
Yeah, I mean that's Philadelphia. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
yeah.
I almost lived there
Estonia.
back in 2002, but the relationship didn't work out. So, which I'm glad because I don't think I was gonna like it there. So,
Mm.
Yep. Let's see. And we are all caught up in the chat, which means, did we do the rest of the day on YouTube yet?
nope,
No.
no,
I don't
sir.
think we did. So let's see what's going on.
Well, following us like every morning will be Moment in the Word at 11 with Darian. Miracles and Mayhem will be on at sometime around noon or a little later. Roy and Becky's Troubles, 1 p.m. Eastern. 6 p.m. Eastern will be Edna's World, a premiere by the Vineyard Chicks Homestead at 6:45. 7 p.m. Eastern tonight will be Controversial Cruising Mr. Scott and One Strong Adventures. 8 p.m. will be Antoinette Fun, D&G Explorers, Full Blown Country, Live with Mountain Folk, and Across the Waves with Alice, Traveling with Tinkerbell, Mac and Rihanna's Adventures, and Cruising with Keith. And closing the night, 9 p.m. Eastern tonight will be Griswold Family Decade.
Vacay.
Well, that'll work.
West Philly.
Yeah. Captain Billy is
See,
is
Captain
singing
Billy got
here.
West Philly.
Yep.
Born and raised.
Okay, everybody. Well, y'all
I can't stop moving.
You can't stop moving?
No, it's that West Philly.
That's right.
Can't stop moving, but love cruising and shopping.
Oh yeah, right.
Let's get some laser lights going for you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Big old party going on over
I'm in
here.
the prima mood.
I just took me back to the glory with that light show like that.
We're down to single digits, y'all. It is getting real over here. The bags look like bags instead of things stacked all on top of them, with the exception of that one right there.
Yeah, because I don't know what we're going to wear. It's going to be 61 degrees.
I don't know. They're saying 61, but just wait 5 minutes. It's going to change.
So
if you're in
that's the only
Texas.
thing.
You know, Eddie, the stormtroopers are all clones, right? So I recently spent some time on a Star Destroyer hangar deck with a bunch of Eddie Lugos, a whole bunch of them, rows and rows of Eddies.
Nice.
All staring at me.
Yeah.
Just waiting for me, you know.
I love that picture that you sent. That was awesome. That was perfect military precision on those lines. I'm telling you.
Incredible. It was absolutely incredible. Even my son was just like.
And hey, everybody, check this out.
Hey, we got a super chat from you and you and you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that super chat, Rob. We always appreciate those things.
Do.
Multiple Eddies? Oh, heck no.
And why you not at work?
He is at work. That's the whole thing. Is it like he's working and listening and super chatting?
And cooking too.
I think that's Lucky doing all these super chats.
I don't know. Just, you may want to check on Lucky,
right?
see what the dog is all up to. Anyway, we're gonna let you guys get on with your day, and we are gonna do the same. Hopefully, we'll see a lot of you in the chats tonight on Across the Waves as they present another great port for you guys to visit. Until then, everybody take care of each other out there. Hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and never ever forget, we love you and good morning.
Wait,
Bye.
I want to see if somebody caught my kiss. See.
There you go. That's for you. Bye, guys.
Have a good day.